It's the Queen Priestess here. I am here to do your daily download for today, January the 26th. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome to the channel. This channel focuses on spiritual growth and personal development. Sometimes the funky stuff comes out, the stuff you need to know in order to thrive, flow, and grow. Keep in mind the reading is always going to be 100% general, as I don't know you or your life. Take only what resonates and leave the rest for someone else who may need it. Okay, everything you need will be in the description box below. I currently have Patreon for a discounted price of 35% off for your first month if you are interested in joining. Okay. I do sing and I do cuss. I hope that doesn't bother you, but if for some reason it does, I ask that you return back to tarot land. But there are other readers that are much more in alignment with you, as it may not be me. Still love you, but need you to be where you need to be in order to thrive, flow, and grow, honey bunny. So let's get into it, okay? What's going on, Mari? What's up, Zale? What up, Erica? Welcome in, y'all. All right, let's get into it. Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest white light, I ask that you protect me from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet, my aura and energetic field as I do this message for the collective. I ask you to show clear, accurate, and concise messages on what they need to hear and what they need to know at this time. May the highest vibration continue to find us at all times. Holy Spirit, I ask that the right person will get this message at the right time for the right reasons. And I pray that you will give me the insight, the sight to see, the ears to hear, and the ability to sense whatever the collective needs to hear and whatever they need to know at this time. May the highest vibration continue to find us at all times, as we are forever grateful for your messages. So it be, so it be, and so it be. Y'all know we nosy, so let's go ahead and see. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. We have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind, and we have freedom at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. Back of the deck, bottom of the deck is change, and then we have health. Okay. So for some of you guys, this could be a change that you want to make, but maybe you're in denial of it because you already think you can't make it to a certain goal, or it's like doubting something before it even shows you that you're successful, or feeling like you failed before you started or something like that. This could also be an energy of lack, but let's get an overall energy to see what this is exactly pertaining to. Give me one moment, please. Hey, Fanae. All right, Holy Spirit. What does this have to do with the collective? What does this have to do with the collective? What does this have to do with the collective? Can I get an overall energy? We got rest and rejuvenation. Okay, so some of y'all, you maybe you pushing past like your tiredness. Maybe you are making yourself show up or something. We talked about this before, but yin and yang is here, which means that things need to be in balance. And with the card in the upright that represents the yin energy, which is the energy of receptivity, okay? Some of you all, you're too focused on making something happen that you think you're missing out on something. Maybe you're in a rush, to the finances, in a rush to making money, but it's keeping you locked down because you're not actively like resting. You're not actively taking the time to take care of yourself. And that's what's needed right now. We have the magician. The magician is like manifestation. We have the King of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands. It's almost like you're denying yourself pleasure. You're denying yourself fun, happiness, emotional stability because of a goal that you have, or because you want things to go a certain type of way. Yeah, with the Moon card and the Eight of Cups, you could, excuse me, you could be afraid of like missing some type of opportunity, or an opportunity no longer being available to you because you didn't take action at a certain time. This is also about imagining the worst case scenario for some of y'all. And it's like with the Strength card, the divine is telling you like, you need to endure past that. Three of Pentacles, this could be about like a job or something like that, a career that you want to do. Now we have the Sun card out here. Okay, what up, Bree? Welcome in. What do you have, Holy Spirit? And the Ten of Swords. We have the King of Wands, and then at the back of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. Some of y'all, you're either afraid of success or you're afraid to fail. You're afraid that an opportunity is going to pass you by. There's a fear that you have out here, but the fear is an illusion, I feel, especially with the Moon card and the Eight of Cups. I feel like the divine is trying to get some of you to walk away from an worst case scenario mindset, or an idea that you have that things aren't going to work out in your favor, or that you're not going to get what is rightfully yours. Like, you could have been waiting for some blessings for a very long time, and you're thinking that if you don't continue to take action, if you don't like really run yourself down, then maybe that means that you're not dedicated enough. If you sit still for too long, that means you're lazy and you're not devoted and you're not disciplined. But that's keeping some of you stuck at this time. It's keeping you from your happiness. Seven of Wands with the Sun card. Like, for some of y'all, you need to rest more than actually doing stuff. Okay, you need to sit down and let your manifestations do their thing more. Some of you all, you're still operating out of a survival mindset, because you're afraid that if you take a break, you're going to lose momentum, that something is going to not work out in your favor. And the divine is asking you no longer to move out of that energy, because that energy does not serve your highest good at this time. There you go. Got to put your trust in the divine at some point, and you have to trust that the energy that you put out, you will get back. But it doesn't mean you break yourself down to get to that point. And for some of y'all, you're on the verge of burnout. You're on the verge of kind of like, I don't want to say tricking yourself at your spot, but you could be delaying something. And this could show up in the form of you, like, sometimes when the divine wants to sit you down, what they'll do is they can make you sick. They can make your body tired. And I feel like the divine is saying, just because you're sitting still doesn't mean you're not in a King of Wands energy of being a go-getter, making things happen. But the divine is saying, like, be more trustworthy in the process, in the progress that you're making. Have fun in your life. Enjoy your life while you wait. What's the Magician? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. There's no room for doubt right now. And if you feel like you're doubting, or you're trying to like hurry up and get to a certain type of goal, the divine is telling you right now, you can let go of that idea. Take a break from what you're trying to manifest in order to allow it in. Tell me about the Strength card. Justice. You're on the right path. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're in alignment. You feel what I'm saying? You've come this far. Why not keep going? But the way that you keep going, adjust from time to time. So the way that you would show up for yourself is by allowing yourself to rest. It's by allowing pleasure to come into your life, fun, happiness, optimism, by allowing the things that make you feel good fill up your life instead of your main focus being on, I have to find a job, I have to get this promotion, I have to get this car, I have to get this house, I have to get this, I have to get that. Take yourself out of that energy of what you have to do and be in an energy of just being and allowing. What's the King of Cups? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like the things that you want for yourself doesn't always have to be you putting in the effort to make it happen. It's like you're not allowing the divine you're not allowing them room to create. But this is a defense mechanism. With the Queen of Wands and the Devil, this is something that you're used to doing. Something or someone told you, society, the way that your life has unfolded has told you, I have to work hard in order to see results. I have to always be on. I can't make mistakes. I have to deny myself fun and freedom and creativity because I gotta make money, because I have to show up. And the divine is asking that you break that mindset, because you're not doing it by yourself. As much as you have thought that you were doing it by yourself, you're doing this with the divine. So the divine is like, at what point are you going to allow me to step in and do my part if you won't sit down and let me take the wheel? Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Holy Spirit, thank you. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Again, you're working in partnership with the divine. The Three of Pentacles is a partnership between one or two people. I'm sorry, between 2 to 3 people. But there's no one in this card but this person that's aiming. And then this is the discovery energy, looking out into the stars. And now I'm getting looking out into the nighttime. What is that? Human nature. Allow yourself to be a human being and take a step back. You can't make everything happen, but you know who can? The divine. And with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, they're telling you to slow down. Tend to your needs at this time with the Queen of Cups. Show yourself some self-love. Give yourself the approval, the permission to relax, to step back, to be like, I have everything that I need. Everything that I was able to do, I'm able to do it with the divine in mind. So that means if I'm tired, it must be a sign to rest, because whatever I can't cover, the divine will. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Eight of Cups in the reverse. It's giving an energy of don't give up. You're still divinely protected. If you take a break, it doesn't mean that anything is going to be wiped off the table for you. It doesn't mean you forfeited an opportunity. Okay? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. But some of y'all, you feel like it is. You're trying to protect something that you keep forgetting that you're in partnership to co-create with the divine. And the divine is like, your arms are too small to wrap yourself around whatever this is. They're like, we didn't ask you to do all that. We got the World card in the reverse with the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are delaying a new beginning, a new chapter, because of the way that you're thinking about it. You have to temper yourself at this time and take the pressure off of your back to create. Be in the energy of allowing, because this will help you bring in your manifestations. Tell me about the Moon and the Eight of Cups. Fool card. There's a new beginning right around the corner. But what the divine is trying to get your attention on with the Moon card and the Eight of Cups, they're like, we know that your instinct is when things aren't happening, you feel you have to make it happen. We know that your impulse is, I'm going to go ahead and just grind until I can't grind anymore. But the divine is trying to get you to operate in a different way, because you need to realize the root of this is operating out of fear. With the Fool card, this is a person that's not afraid to take an opportunity and take a risk. With it being in the reverse, this is a person who is afraid to be reckless. They're afraid to make a mistake. They may even struggle with perfectionism, because I don't have all the tools that I think I need, because I think I need a whole lot. But the Fool never carries a whole lot. He carries a little bit, but he has faith With the white flower, that's the innocence, that's the purity. And with the dog, this is a spirit guide that is constantly following behind him and that is trusting. And he's trusting his journey regardless of all the materials that he thought he needed. He left it behind because whatever I'm missing, the divine will bring it in for me. This is how they want you to operate. There's a time and place for everything, but put your faith in the divine at this time. And with the Eight of Swords, stop worrying about the outcome. Everything that happened to you happened for a reason. And with the Ten of Swords, some of you all, your natural instinct, your natural thought process is to expect the worst. The sooner you acknowledge it is the sooner that you can acknowledge when those thoughts come in and kind of try to blur your vision so that you can show up in a different way. Like me personally, I had to learn how to work through my negative thinking, because I had to acknowledge that because of the things that have happened to me, I automatically go towards a negative mindset of things. And because of that, that makes me lose faith in whatever it is that I'm trusting the divine for, whatever it is that I said I'm going to have, or whatever it is that I put out into the divine that I said belongs to me. I mess that up every time I choose to think negative instead of positive. It's a choice. And so if I'm going to keep on moving like the divine hasn't already told me that I'm a go-getter, that I'm successful, that I can make it happen, I ruin that ability every time I consider the worst. Why are you still considering the worst when you are in co-creation with the divine? You should be considering yourself the King of Wands, whether you're a man or a woman. I can make it happen. I can use my energy. I can use my magic, and my magic is how I show up. My magic is my beliefs. My magic is what I choose to pay attention to and what I choose to give my energy to. This is your magic. You don't never have to do a ritual. You don't never have to spread no shit out. You ain't never got to do nothing but trust, have faith, believe, take your hands off the wheel and allow the newness to come in. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. And this could apply to any area of your life. Mostly I'm seeing money, but then I say take your hands off the wheel and the chariot is in the reverse. Stop playing with me. Because you trying to drive it, it makes you nervous and it puts you in low vibrational energy. Fear is low vibration. Limited thinking is low vibration. Doubt is low vibration. Denial is low vibrational energy. The divine is saying, keep your energy high. Keep your vibration high. And stop trying to control everything. The divine, you know when you've done your part. Like that energy, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Change, success. You are so close to the energy of success than what you give yourself credit for, because your mind automatically goes to what didn't work. And you're still operating out of an energy of, that's always going to be my story. And the divine is like, who told you that? And I'm even getting that song, Vicky Winans, Shake Yourself Loose. Who told you that you can't make it when God said that you can take it? Shake loose of everything that bounds you up or binds you up. Okay? Them negative thoughts come in, tell yourself you're a winner. Them negative thoughts come in, tell yourself, I no longer need that energy in my life to manifest off of. Because your thoughts are the substance of what you're manifesting through. And if you're thinking about what can go wrong, that's what you put. Treat it like a sandwich, okay? You're making a sandwich, and if you put moldy bread together, that's the foundation. You making a sandwich with moldy bread. We already fucking up. You're making a sandwich with bad cheese. You're making a sandwich with bad mayo. You're not gonna want to eat that, or if you eat it, it's gonna make you sick. You want fresh bread, so that may mean you need to take your butt to the market and get you some fresh bread. Okay? If you can't use that ingredient, use something else. But whatever we're putting in our body is for the nourishment of our body. Whatever you're putting in the mind is for the nourishment of your mind, your body, and your manifestations. Take it as a supplement. You put vitamins in your body to make your body healthier. You take supplements to regulate your energy, to balance out the chemicals in your body. It's the same thing with the temperance. You can choose to be in the Nine of Swords, or you can choose to be in an energy of balance. And that means whatever I can't wrap my arms around, whatever my arms are too short to reach, I have to leave it up to the divine, because that means that's not my area. That's not my job. We've already submitted it to the higher ups. So it's no sense in me worrying about what they're going to say and what the approval is going to be if I've already done my part and I've signed off on what I can do. Do your part, let the divine do the rest. That's what this message is. It came out very straightforward. So this is a direct confirmation or a direct message, especially if you find yourself tired, drained, stressed about a decision that you're making, or stressed about some results, or you're waiting for some results, you're waiting for some type of conclusion. I'm going to tell you right now, take the negativity of what you think it's going to be off. Make that a practice, not what's going to happen, but make it a practice to stop thinking that you're going to lose before you even get the approval, that you're going to fail before you even get the answers that you need. Make that your last time that you entertain anything that will come against whatever plans that the divine has for you. This is what's keeping someone stuck. And don't get me wrong, it's not something you can get out of your energy so quickly. It needs to be exercised out. It needs to be purged, flushed out. How do you flush it out? Through replacing it with thoughts of kindness, through replacing it with thoughts of abundance, through replacing it with what could go right instead of what can go wrong. Through replacing it with, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know that whatever's meant to happen will. And leave it at that. Don't, whatever meant to happen will, but it could be negative. Take that off the table. You don't need that for where you're going. And the divine is coming through with this message because you need to be able to stabilize your energy by thinking in a positive way. Because again, limiting beliefs lowers your vibration. Because you're already telling yourself you're going to fail before you get there. You're already telling yourself you're not going to get what you want before you get there. This is something that needs to actively be being worked on, because it's going to help you with your manifestations. Yes, this is the inspired action. Remember, we had yin and yang, being the energy of allowing, but also being the energy of taking active steps towards abundant thinking. Somewhere along the way, and I realize this too, right? When you're constantly faced with life challenges, you stop dreaming and you start surviving. When you're constantly faced with challenges or obstacles, you stop thinking about what are the beautiful possibilities and you start thinking about what can I do to avoid demise. And the divine is like, you're no longer in that cycle, but you are denying yourself from moving fully into a new beginning with the freedom card in the reverse by thinking worst case scenario as your first case scenario. You don't have room to consider that, but you're making it fit where it doesn't. It's like that version of faking it till you make it doesn't work anymore. That version of thinking the worst case scenario before something happens doesn't work anymore. I can't make it up. Come to the Edge is about faith, trustworthiness. Milk and honey is the abundance, the promised land, where you're going. Let's read what Come to the Edge has to say. And then we're going to go. Make sure you all like the video. If you are watching, I appreciate you. Thank you for being the best part of what I do. So it says, come to the edge, courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. Did we not just talk about that with the Fool card? It says, facing the unknown is the only choice you have right now. If you want to progress, it's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into unfamiliar so that you find the miracles. And if there is a time to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it is now. This is the perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice now. If you come to the edge, you'll discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of where you're going or what you're going for. The essence is much more powerful, and Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity than you could imagine. Take that step. The results will be amazing. And then we have Milk and Honey. I'm going to read that one and then we're going to go. All right, Milk and Honey. The taste of prosperity, opportunities born out of authenticity, nurturing abundance, and trusting that your needs will be met. Notice how all of the messages are about trusting, having faith, having courage to go past the fear. It says you've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. When all of your senses are awake to unlimited possibilities of the universe, these times are precious and only come when you're in authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet being able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. This is, didn't I say co-create? I didn't even see it right behind it. The divine is like, I got you. And Loyal Heart, one of my favorite cards in this whole deck, is about loyalty, the divine being loyal to you. The divine hasn't changed their mind just because you're scared and you can't see what's up ahead. Okay? You need to trust. And trusting and moving in this energy also moves you into an energy of authenticity, because a lot of people resonate with having a big heart, but they don't realize that using that big heart to comfort yourself when you're afraid is a part of that energy as well. You're needing to be able to soothe yourself, tell yourself more positive things, realize that you are not on your own, realize that if any type of new beginning, whether it's a Fool card or the World card or the Death card, that means something is ending for something new to begin, which means that there is a new algorithm, there is a new cycle, there is a new opportunity. Are you willing to take it when it presents itself? Because change is the only thing that will always be constant, okay? But nothing can grow and evolve without movement, is what this is saying. And success is here. So divine is like, choose what you're going to trust in, choose what you're going to believe in. And does it serve you? Does it raise your vibration? Does it allow you to enjoy your life where you are? Is it operating out of an energy of authenticity and acceptance that whatever I need will come to me in its perfect timing? Or am I still stressed about what could happen? Am I still worried about what I'm worthy of? Because deep down inside, a lot of times we go to negative thinking because so many things that have happened have told us that we're not worthy of the good things. And we have to throw away that thought with worthiness out here, because it eats up your energy, scarcity, and it lowers your vibration, and it puts you in a limited thinking pattern. And that sends out an energy of resistance that makes you not draw in what it is that you actually desire, because you're telling the universe, you're telling the divine, I want more things to make me doubt. I want more of the things that make me worry. I want more of the things that put me in the Nine of Swords. And you don't want to be sending out them type of signals, not with the blessings that the divine has for you so close and so near. You feel what I'm saying? Shuffle for the collective, please. Final messages. We got seasons. And this is about a new season is starting, but they're also saying you're ripe for self-sabotage. Intuition and surrender is here. So surrender this energy of fear. Okay? Your intuition has already told you that there's new things on the way and they want you to trust it. Okay? Let me see what this says, and we're going to go for real this time. We're going to leave. All right, so it says you have entered a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present. Trust in the divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. Are you ready for a new beginning? You are in or entering a new season that will force you to evolve. This is a time of major transition. You are not stuck. You are holding on to old patterns. Change can be terrifying. Allow yourself to be mentored. When you choose a new path, you are ripe for self-sabotage. A commitment test from the universe may pop up to delay this new pathway. Stay the course. Your time is now. I am limitless. That sums up everything we just talked about. I hope that this resonated. Let me know how it resonates for you in the comment section if you're watching the playback. I love y'all so much. Don't forget, Patreon is at a discounted price. The information is in the description box below. I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much for being the best part of what I do. Mwah. Bye.